It's us, Shari and Chris, Nibbles and Bubbles.
Wow.
And we're here to answer some of your questions today.
Ooh, excited.
So let's get straight into it.
Go for it.
So, first question is from the Despicable Three, our lovely friends Steph, Jim and Jimmy. We miss you lots, can't wait to see you. Would you like a massive glass of your fave tipple or a huge plate of your fave food?
It's a very tough call. I like my food, I like my drink, but I'd have to say a big glass of Jack Daniels and Coke for me.
No, big plate of food for me, yeah. I like a tipple, but I can take or leave it, whereas big plate of fish and chips for me would be fantastic.
Yeah, I'm missing fish and chips quite
Yeah, I'm really missing that. Okay, the second question is, favourite non-Disney movie?
I'll let you go first.
Yeah, we both like movies a lot, so there's a lot to choose from.
Well, I would have said Star Wars before. Star Wars was owned by Disney, so go on, you go first.
Oh, it's so hard. I would go for Back to the Future, just because it's such a feel-good, fun film, and it reminds me of my teenage years, and yeah, I love it. So I'm gonna go for that one out of the many, many films I love.
I'd probably say The Terminator, the original Terminator, just because it reminds me of growing up, and it's one of my favourite films. Yeah, that'd be mine. No reason that, just I loved it. Still do.
The last bit from the Despicable Three is, why doesn't Chris like gravy? Now I'm wondering what we.
Do they know something we don't?
Yeah, what have we talked about gravy to ask that question?
I haven't seen a picture of one of our Sunday lunches where there's not a lot of gravy on, have they? Or is it from like a vlog where we've had like...
It's a gravy mystery. But Chris does like gravy.
Well, I have issues. I don't like my food swimming, so I don't like things like loads of liquid on. So if I do have gravy, I just like a small taste, like a smattering on the plate. I don't like, so it's not like I don't like gravy, I just don't like a lot of gravy.
A smattering of gravy.
A smattering, is that what they say on MasterChef?
Yes.
Smattering of gravy. Yeah, so just like a little bit, yeah. So I do like gravy.
As you.
As you. As you. Yeah, you'll have to ask him about that.
Okay. So we're going on to our next set of questions, and it's from the absolutely lovely Tinkertails, Vicky and Rich. Hope you're both doing all right. If you could add one thing at any Disney park, what would it be? And what would you sacrifice from the parks to get it? Ooh, that's a very tricky question. Add any one thing at Disney park.
Well, for me, it was a really weird, because before recent things, it was, I would love the Tron ride, and now they're adding that to, Walt Disney World. So for me, I've kind of got my wish, because they're kind of got the Tron ride in Florida now. So that would be my ad. And
what would you get rid of it to get it?
What would I get rid of? It's tough, because I love all the old stuff. Things that I would get rid of. I don't know. I have to think. What about you? You have to think, why?
I don't know. What would I like to add? It'd probably be a restaurant of some kind, because I do like my Disney restaurants. And what would but I can't think of anything specific, a specific restaurant I would add. Just more restaurants is always good. What would I get rid of? I don't know. This is controversial. I might get rid of Casey's Corner.
We weren't impressed with Casey's Corner,
no,
were we?
And I know a lot of people love it, so I'm sorry, but I'll probably get rid of Casey's Corner and put something maybe that's a bit easier to navigate with better queuing systems and is not always so packed. And maybe you can get a seat easy. Yeah,
because we went to Casey's, didn't we, and I had to queue. It was like this mad fight to get in as soon as it opened, and then we had it, and the food wasn't really that great. So I'd probably go with it on that one. It was very unimpressed with it. Everybody raves about it.
Contentious opinion. Yeah. I know a lot of people. We don't all like the same things, and
that's
a
lot of people love it. And it's like I must do, but yeah.
Are you ready for some more questions?
Go on then.
Right, take a deep breath. These are from Mr. Ian, from Mr. David and Mr. Ian.
Hi guys.
Which vlog was the most fun to edit? And please leave a link to it. I shall try and do that if I can figure out how to do that. Which vlog was the most fun to edit? Which one did you enjoy editing the most, Chris?
I don't edit. Shari's the whiz, so that's that.
I'm not a
I'll
whiz.
leave that question up to her.
I am the one
She's
that
brilliant.
screams and swears and shouts and throws things.
Just amazing things with her videos, and even little mini vlogs that she does every day while we're there. I think it's just brilliant. Yeah, so yeah.
It's all very
I do
basic,
appreciate it.
let's say that.
But yeah, no, I love them. So go on, which is your favourite vlog too?
To edit. Probably the trailer from 2018, and I'll probably try and leave a link. I think it was just the video that I sort of had in my head that I wanted to do, and it went pretty much like I wanted it to do. So.
Well, it's weird because we were looking back, weren't we? And obviously we weren't really vlogging much in 2016 when we went, so we have bits of video, but we weren't vlogging, were we? It was interesting looking back. So yeah, I think for me, watching religion wise, I think probably 2018, yeah, was when we really started sort of vlogging properly and sort of filming stuff and talking to the camera. So yeah, that probably my most enjoyable one, I think, to watch.
Okay, so another question from Mr. Ian. Which 3 people from history would you like to chat to in a WhatsApp group for a day? And what would you like to chat about? So 3 people from history.
You go.
Okay. I like John Lennon, because Beatles is good. I'd like Barack Obama. And let me think, 3rd person. Should really have a lady, shouldn't I?
You should.
Let me see. Let's go for Queen Victoria as well, because I think she'd probably be quite interesting to chat to. So yeah, those are my 3. And we'd chat about all sorts of things. What's happening today, how things were in their time, you know, lots of chit chat. What about you? What have you thought then?
It's tough because I have quite a few. Probably Henry VIII would be a big one because I did my A-levels on him. I studied him and I loved him, yeah. So yeah, I'd love to talk to him. Probably Douglas Adams because he wrote Hitchhikers and I read his autobiography and he sounds like a really, really interesting guy. Who else? Can't think of any women. Sorry, I probably have to say Michael Hutchins because he was lead singer in Excess and unfortunately died. Yeah, just talk about his life. I think I saw a documentary recently about his life and he seemed quite sad, so yeah, probably would be my 3.
Okay. If you could script write for one TV series, what would it be? What would you like to write for?
I'd like to write for a soap actually. I'm very disappointed with the soaps on TV because they just think I'm sitting there watching, especially when they're writing about kids and things. They're sort of like, ooh, kids are naughty, let's go steal a bottle of vodka and stuff like that. So yeah, probably one of the soaps, probably Emmerdale maybe. Yeah, I'd like to write Emmerdale. Right.
I love sort of series like Last Tango in Halifax and Happy Valley. So I'd like to write that kind of thing. Northern dramas full of strong northern women. And lots of drama, with a bit of humour in there as well. That's my ideal, what I'd like to do.
Yeah. Doing that, yeah.
It's the kind of thing I'd like to do. Mr. Ian hasn't finished yet.
Has he not? You mean there's more?
This is a question for you.
Just for me?
Yes. What was your most enjoyable acting performance?
Oh, well, there's been so many over the years. Well, probably acting with my amazing wife. I have to say probably my most enjoyable one would be when we did Huff Puff together.
Huff Puff, yeah.
Huff Puff, one of Shari's ones where I basically spent most of the play tied to a chair.
Good times.
Tortured and abused, but yeah. It was just a really, really powerful piece, I think. And it's sort of the first time we I know we'd acted together before, but the first time we'd done like a proper meaty play together and sort of acting one-on-one against each other. So yeah, for me, it was...
I don't really generally act in the plays that I write, but I did that one because we just needed an extra person. So we did end up acting together and it was fun, like having Chris tied to a chair and threatening him and stuff. But it was good. It was a great group of people we worked with.
It was a wonderful group. I think it all came together. We had a wonderful play. We had an amazing cast, and it just all sort of came together. It was brilliant.
Yeah, it's a good experience.
Really enjoyed it, even though I did end up on stage in underpants, but
yeah. Even though when we actually did it on performance night, it did go wrong slightly, didn't it?
We had a slight mishap, where I was supposed to have my hands tied behind my back, and then when the lights went down, I released my hands, obviously, and because I was lying on stage, my trousers down, my hands behind my back, and I was supposed to go for, their fault. And then the lights go down. I released my hands and then got off stage. And obviously, when the lights went down, I suddenly realised I couldn't release my hands.
You were tied.
I was tied, and when the lights came back on, I was still lying on stage. And
yeah.
Every actor's nightmare.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing that happens in amateur drama.
Gotta roll with it.
I think there's more from Mr. Ian. No, I'm not sure I like this question. If you could perform opposite one leading lady, not Shari, who would it be and what would it be in?
Ooh. I don't know. I kind of like, it'd have to be like something, maybe something like Judi Dench or some really kind of, and it's almost like some kind of really gritty, maybe like a courtroom drama or some kind of, where we're like face to face against each other, or bad cop, something like that.
Face to face with Judi Dench.
We're like interview her and she's like the cop and she's like trying to grill me and we're like, Urgh.
And then she bangs on the tables and she says, "Thank the Phoenicians."
Yeah. Thank the Phoenicians, you're going down.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah. What about you?
What if I could act opposite a leading lady?
Yeah.
Or a leading man?
Or leading man, would you? Well, to mix it up a bit, what would you choose?
Well, it would have to be, we've just been talking about my favourite leading man that I dreamt about last night. In a dream that involved David and Ian and Chris and this leading man, it'd have to be Harrison Ford. Yeah. I was 7 years old when he won my heart, and he still has my heart today.
I'll let you have
Thank you. It's a bit kind of you.
That's right.
We shall move on to Florichta Family Vlogs. Hi, Rich, Lucy, Owen and Elliot. We miss you lots. We can't wait to see you. So their question is, what is the first thing you and Chris would do if you won the lottery? We do talk about this a lot.
Well, book a big trip to Disney World probably would be the first thing.
Yeah, it depends how big a win, don't we? We have discussions about what would we do if we won 200,000. What would we do if we won £1 million?
Yeah.
And there's varying
whether
levels.
we could give up both our jobs or whether one of us could give up a job or the other one, all these different variants. Yeah, I suppose it'd be nice to do. I know it sounds really boring, but kind of nice to like pay off a house maybe and that's a bit of security,
Yeah, something like that. But Disney holidays would definitely factor in there.
I think we always said it would be nice to sort of book a Disney holiday, but have like money's not an issue, so you could pick the place you want to go and everything you want to do. You don't worry about what this cost is and looking at price. You can just think like, this is where I want to go. This is the time of year I want to do it, and just everything. Just have the freedom to choose what you want to do. Yeah, I think that would be the best thing, definitely.
Yeah, I don't think either of us would want to like sit at home not doing anything.
Oh God, no.
Well, goodness knows we've been doing enough of that recently. I think we'd still do things in some shape or form. I would still probably teach in some way, but it'd be sort of more on my terms.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be nice. I always said it'd be nice to like maybe run our own theatre company. I'll be able to like buy like a theatre or somewhere where we could do our own shows. I think that's one disadvantage we don't have is our own space to really perform and acting. So I think that would be a big plus. Yeah.
Or maybe at least buy a house with like outbuildings to have rehearsal space and things like that, so we could
a big barn in our 500 acres.
500 acres. Yeah. We can dream.
One day, never say never.
Okay, so our next question is from Universal Mouse. Hello, Billy and Leslie. Hope you're both well. Oh, it kind of ties in with the last question actually. What would your ultimate vacation be with an unlimited budget? We also talk about this quite frequently as well.
We do. Go on, you go first.
Well, we've talked about doing a Disney World, Disneyland trip, haven't we? So maybe going to Disneyland first, and kind of thinking as well, our dream as well is to go to Hawaii at some point.
Yeah, well, that's what would be my dream.
So we might include that in our sort of budget. Go to Aulani in Hawaii and just generally visit Hawaii, which looks beautiful. And now we have a question from Gareth GLHQ. So Gareth and Laura, hello, how are you doing? Which park, it kind of ties in a little bit, have you not visited but you would like to?
I think we're talking about, probably California.
Disneyland,
California, I think, because we were watching it, weren't we? And it's obviously where it all began, and you look at what they've added to it, and
Been watching David and Ian's vlogs.
Yeah, very
and
jealous of them.
Brilliant vlogs and really giving us a
amazing.
taste for it. It looks fantastic. So
Yeah.
So yeah, we'd like to go there and do the Universal experience over there as well.
It's all Universal stuff as well, all the film tour and that.
Yeah. And Gareth also asks, is there a ride you just can't bring yourself to ride within the parks? So we're thinking Disney, let's say Disney World. Yeah. What don't we ride?
To be fair, we've got a lot better, haven't we?
Yeah.
We ride a lot more than we ever used to.
I mean, that's the brilliant thing about Disney is most rides families can all do together, and even scaredy cats like us can do. So I think for me, the only ride I haven't done in Disney World is Rock and Roller Coaster.
Yeah,
is that right?
Yeah.
I did Tower of Terror once. I would never do it again. I'm glad I did it, but I would never do it again. It's just not my cup of tea.
No.
What about you?
Well, I was like with you. I think there's like Tower of Terror I would never do because I just don't like the drops and it makes my stomach go bubble. I have thought about Rock and Roller Coaster, but then again it goes upside down. I'm not a big fan of upside down and things, so yeah, they'd probably be the two. There is obviously like Space Mountain in Paris, which we haven't done either, have we? Because I think
that goes upside down as well, doesn't it? I'm not a fan of upside down.
I think that's one of the really ones we haven't done yet.
Yeah, that's what we love about Disney is that there's not a lot of no-go stuff for us.
No, I think it's
we did Everest last time.
We did Everest. We did Splash Mountain.
Splash Mountain, Space Mountain, all things that we were a bit nervous about. But we'll happily do all those again. Yeah, so yeah. That's it. Thanks for those questions. 3 big kids. Big fans of you guys down in Cornwall. Thanks for all your support. We hope to be visiting down there again soon. Hope you're doing all right. If you could bring back an old ride, which one?
There'll only be one for me, and that would be the Great Movie Ride. I should never have got rid of the Great Movie Ride.
We're a bit sad about that.
Yeah, and I think we were looking at videos, weren't we? And I know we've never ridden it, but Mickey's Runaway train, it's okay. I'm sure it's a lot of fun, but you just kind of, I don't know.
It's something different, isn't it? You can't compare it.
No, I think so. But I think what they should have done is maybe updated it with modern films and kept it,
I would like Test Track not to have been not updated, but not changed as much as it has. I love the old Test Track. I still enjoy it, but just not as much. So that would be.
I've seen the videos. I've never ridden the old Test Track. I saw videos. No, I mean, it had a much better theme with like the crash test dummies and the kind of. Yeah.
Another question from 3 Big Kids. What are your favourite films and why? We talked a little bit about that. So, Star Wars.
Star Wars. It's always such like a wide, varied stuff.
Now we've been watching the Star Wars films this week, and then last night we watched Paddington.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
And that was really good. And then tonight we're going to be watching the Downton Abbey movie. So we have a wide mix of things we like to watch. We just love movies. We love going to the cinema.
Big movie buffs.
If you could bake a cake in lockdown, who would you send it to? Who would you send a cake to? We've been doing little bits of baking, haven't we?
We have, yeah. Who would I send it to? I'd probably send it to maybe my ma and pa.
Oh, yeah. They're all right.
Yeah, I know they're fine. I'm sure they'll probably eat into the cake anyway. So,
yeah.
It's kind of weird because obviously they've just moved back to this country from Spain. Obviously we're near here, but now they're obviously, stuck inside. Yeah. I'm sure they're fine. What about you?
Well, it's really hard, isn't it? I would probably send it to my girls, my daughters, who are grown up and off living in the world, and especially my youngest is a police officer, so I kind of worry about her a lot at the minute. So, and they quite often bake for me as well when they come home, so I would like to bake for them at some point. So, yeah. And let's see, we're moving on to Rapunzel, who is, I believe, Disney on Wheels, who's also very supportive of us. Who was into Disney first?
I used to watch a lot of Disney. I mean, I wouldn't say I was a massive fan, but obviously I watched a lot of the Disney classics, like Snow White, Bambi, all the stuff, growing up. And I do enjoy Disney, but I was never really a massive fan, but But yeah, and you know, I probably would never have thought going to a Disney park. It was one of those things where maybe I think I maybe do it once in my lifetime. It was like a dream, but you know, the money also would be too expensive. But obviously I met Sharon, and you've been before, and yeah, and I think once you go once, it's like, you know, that's it, you get the bug. You know, I loved it. It was like this whole different world, and now you just want to go back again and again and again. So yeah, you definitely got me hooked.
Well, yeah, I'm quite old now, really. So when I was a kid, Disney holidays weren't really an option at all, you know. And it wasn't until I had my children that we went to Disneyland Paris a couple of times, and then when they were a little bit older, went to Walt Disney World for the first time in 2006. And I really didn't see what the fuss was all about before I went. And then when I got there, it's just like, yeah, I get it now. I understand. And you know what it's like. You kind of get hooked then. And when I met Chris, I just couldn't wait because I knew how much he would love it.
Just a big kid.
So, most loved ride, past or present?
Well, for me, it's always probably, I'd have to say Big Thunder would be my ultimate favourite one. I have so many rides, but yeah, that one is always, I think, my favourite one. If I had to choose a ride out of all of them, because you could just do one ride, I think it would always be Big Thunder.
I think you know what I'm going to say. Dinosaur. I know some people really don't like this ride, but I don't even know what it is about it because it's not the best ride. It's some might say it's a little bit dated, but it just encapsulates everything that I love about Disney. It's just like it's fun and it's silly and it's bumpy and it's dark and it's got a silly story and you just totally buy into it, and it's just everything I think is brilliant about Disney. I love Dinosaur. It's probably the ride we go on the most when we go, just because you can get on early in the morning. And so that is my most loved ride. Is it the best ride? No, but it's kind of...
It's not like the most, the most technologically brilliant one. Technologically brilliant one, but I think it's almost because it's retro, it's better. Yeah. If they updated it and modernised it, it kind of wouldn't be the same. You know? So yeah, for me.
Another one that's sort of close to my heart is Star Tours, because you know we both love Star Wars, and just have a ride devoted to Star Tours before Galaxy's Edge and everything. That was always another favourite.
Yeah, I do love Star Tours.
Okay, we've got more questions.
More questions.
These questions are from Team O'Sullivan, some of our lovely friends down in London. Hope you and Tom are all right, Jane. And Daisy the dog. I hope she had a nice birthday yesterday. If there was to be a film of your life, who would you like to play you? Oh, I'm interested to see what you say on this one. Who would you like to play you?
Brad Pitt. What? Brad Pitt or George Clooney?
Yeah.
There you go. That'd be me. Just because I like them as actors and I think they do a good job. You know, and I wish I was as good looking as them.
Again, I'd like somebody like either Sarah Lancashire or Nicola Walker as good Northern actresses to play it, or Judi Dench if she's up for it, you know.
Sigourney Weaver?
Oh yeah, Sigourney Weaver. Yeah, she's good. Yeah. Who would be your ideal dinner party guests? We kind of like had a WhatsApp group with David and Ian's questions. So dinner party guests, choose 5.
Okay, let's go. I'll go Henry VIII again. Doug Evans.
So repetitive.
I know, I'm trying to think now. I don't know, it's a tough one. Brad Pitt, there we go. Neil Armstrong, that'd be a good one. And who else? Sigourney Weaver, that'd be good. How about you?
I would go Nelson Mandela. I'm going to go George Harrison this time. I feel bad that I chose John Lennon because George Harrison is actually my favourite Beatle. So Nelson Mandela, George Harrison. I'd still have Barack and Michelle Obama because I'd like to see them together. So one more, it would be Jimmy Stewart, one of my favourite actors. So that's my dinner party.
That seems a lot more highbrow than mine.
Okay, so the last question from Timo Sullivan is fave Disney snack.
I'd probably have to say a turkey leg.
You love that turkey leg.
I do love it. I think I had one the first time.
It's not snack credit eligible.
It's not, no,
but it is a snack. Yeah.
I'll always pay for that. Yeah. I do like a Mickey ice cream, don't get me wrong, but no, I think I didn't have a turkey leg. Was it the last time I didn't have one?
No.
Or the time before, and I was gutted. One time we went, I didn't have one, and I was like, yeah, gutted. So yeah, I would always have a turkey leg. It's just something else. What about you?
I'm tormented between. I like the cinnamon bun at Gaston's Tavern, but I also like a cheese Danish from Starbucks. I'm very basic. I do. I love those. So that's always like my reward after going on Everest. Come off, have a coffee and a cheese Danish. Yeah.
Yeah, I do like the Cheshire cat tail. That's quite a nice little.
Yeah.
Making me hungry.
Okay, so we have a question from Alex, the drug lord. Hello, Alex.
Hello.
And his question is, favourite drink at any Disney park?
I can't really remember what I drank. It's just like so many cocktails. I'll tell you what I did like, and that was at, it's not really a Disney park, it's Disney Springs, does that count?
Yeah, go on, we'll let you have it.
Deluxe burger, and they do like a bourbon milkshake with like a slice of bacon in it, and it is amazing. Yeah, it's just like a milkshake, but it tastes like bourbon, and with a piece of bacon stuffed in the top of it. Yeah, there's probably lots and lots of cocktails I've had, but I can't really think. But that was one of my favourites. About you?
Well, my favourite is not from the parks either. It's from a resort, and it's the Lapu Lapu from the Polynesian, which is big pineapple, basically filled with different types of rum, and I love it. So where if you can get it when you go to Ahana, or if you go to Kona Cafe, and I just love it.
What about I thought you were saying glotini.
Glotini is like a traditional. I will have a glotini at some point during the holiday. I also like Le Fou's Brew, which is not alcoholic, but it's a drink from Gaston's Tavern also. Okay, we've got some quick fire questions from Louis Lance. Thank you for all your support. I think these are the last lots of questions. So, creamy or chunky peanut butter?
Chunky for me every time.
Smooth for me. And then he's put Jiffy or Skippy. Now, Lewis is in America, and we sometimes get those on the shelves, don't we? Those types of peanut butter. But
yeah.
We tend to either have home supermarket brand ones or Sunpat.
Yeah, we did have a Skippy once, remember? Because they do have like an American section in the supermarket. I think we tried a Skippy once, but yeah, I don't think we tried a Jiffy. I just makes me think of Jiff Grief.
So I like Sunpat. That's my favourite peanut butter.
I like the value peanut butter. It's crunchy.
McDonald's, Burger King or Wendy's?
McDonald's.
You've never been to a Wendy's?
No, I've always wanted to go to a Wendy's. I'm not. I don't like Burger King.
Do we have Wendy's over here at all? I know we have a couple of Denny's, don't we? But I'm not sure about Wendy's.
I don't know. Possibly.
I'd say McDonald's as well, although when I was younger I did work at Burger King, so I do have a bit of a soft spot for Burger King.
I'll put you off.
Put me off working there but not eating there. Martini or old fashioned?
Old fashioned.
Martini. Yeah, one of my first drinks I ever used to drink when I was like, starting to go to pubs was a dry martini and lemonade, and I still love it to this day.
I love an old fashioned.
You do.
It's one of my favourite drinks.
Sofa or couch?
Sofa, I'd say. It was always called a sofa growing up.
We called it a settee.
Oh yeah, settee I suppose,
Yeah.
Settee, so.
Yeah. It's the place where we're spending far too much time at the moment. It's like indented. Yeah. We've actually ordered a new, more upright chair for the living room, just so, particularly me, I don't spend my whole life sitting on the settee.
You won't get to sit in it because the cat will be in it every 5 seconds.
The cat will not be in it. I will leave booby traps for the cat so she can't sit in it. So that's it. I think that's everybody's questions. I do apologise if we've forgotten any or missed any out. That's totally my fault. Just let us know down below if we've not answered your question, and we will do our best to rectify that.
Thank you guys, that was awesome.
Yeah, thank you so much. I hope you're all doing well. We're doing okay. Just trying to keep busy. And yeah, we love seeing what you're all up to. We love all the little videos you're putting up, the weekend vlogs, and and if you've got any trip vlogs, please keep posting them, because we do love still seeing them.
Oh God, yeah.
And thinking about the times when we can all go back again and be there. The current situation for us is we have a trip booked for July, August this year. We've sort of steeled ourselves for the fact that it's probably not going to happen. But thanks to everybody you do on Twitter, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook. You keep us smiling. We love catching up with you all, and it's just the best community ever. And we hope to see you all in real life at some point quite soon.
Yes, definitely. Can't wait.
Yeah. See you later then. Bye. Thank you.